The Scarlet Knights are looking for a treat on Halloween as they travel west to Camp Randall Stadium for a showdown against Big Ten West rival, the Wisconsin Badgers. Here to talk about that game, I'm joined by Tom Luicci. Now, Tom, the Scarlet Knights offense struggled last week against Ohio State. They couldn't get the ground game going. But with 3 running backs over the 300-yard threshold, how important will it be for the Scarlet Knights to establish the run against the Wisconsin defense that's only letting up 11 points per game?
And very good against the run. Wisconsin's excellent against the run, less than 100 yards a game. The only thing you can count on if you're a Rutgers fan is the resiliency of this team, because I think we saw their 2 worst offensive performances of the year, Penn State and Michigan State. They bounced back with their 2 best offensive performances of the year, both over 500 yards. So they've done that. The quality of competition is a little different this time. The challenge is different because of Camp Randall and how loud it is. But I think, yes, it's imperative again for them to establish a running game, and that's a test of will. So this is a very good Wisconsin defense. I think it's the strength of this team, of this Wisconsin team, but I think we'll see Rutgers try to establish that early and try to be effective running the ball. Again, they need to. When they get away from that, I think you saw last week, I know they were playing catch-up and they were down 21-0 at halftime, but that was their fewest carries of the season. They only had 29 rushing carries, so I think they're going to want to get back to what they do best.
And the linebacking core has been the heart and soul of this Rutgers defense. Steve Longa has had a spectacular season thus far, leading the Big Ten with 85 tackles.
He's been great, and it seems like he's getting better. I spoke to Steve this week, and he says it's a combination of a couple things. Obviously, very good coaching. He credited Bob Frazier, number 1, being in the same position for a 2nd straight year. If you remember his redshirt freshman year, he started at middle linebacker. So he's been on the weak side for the past 2 years, so there's that familiarity. And then, as he said, there's a familiarity with the opponents. It's not like it had been for a couple of these players on defense where they went from the Big East to the AAC to the Big Ten. This is the 2nd straight year of the Big Ten. They're seeing a lot of these offenses over again, so they're able to adjust and adapt.
Last year, Wisconsin came to High Point Solution Stadium and spoiled Rutgers' homecoming day with a 37-0 victory. What will be the key for the Scarlet Knights to avenge that homecoming loss?
I think if Rutgers can kind of keep it to that low-scoring game and stay in the game and get it to the late 3rd, 4th quarter where they have a chance, that's the best way to pull off an upset at Wisconsin. Again, especially because I think this Wisconsin offense is really hurting. They're without Wheelwright, their 2nd best receiver. There's a lot of holes on that Wisconsin offense and a lot of questions that need to be answered about it. And if Rutgers defense can take advantage and come up big, I think this could be a close game going into the 4th quarter.
Well, thank you so much, Tom. That game will air live on BTN this Saturday. Kickoff is set for noon Eastern Time. Reporting from the Rutgers practice facility with Tom Luicci, I'm Fatoumata Diallo.